Hey everyone, Pure Insanity here. This video answers a question many people have asked since the release of Dragon's Dogma 2. Is there such thing as a meta pawn? The answer is yes, and I'll cover all the details and reasons why. This includes how the AI works and how well it works with the skills in the build. Thief pawns are widely recognized as S tier along with mage. So I hope it isn't too far of a stretch to believe you could build the thief in a way that makes it meta above all other classes, including mage. A thief is the only class that can provide all three class responsibilities of damage, aggro/defense, and healing. So let's look into all three of these areas and show how the thief not only can do them, but does an excellent job at all of them. The three damage skills used in this build are Skull Splitter, Plunder, and Implicate. Skull Splitter is particularly good for bosses, but also works well with mobs. Plunder is a well-rounded attack, and Implicate handles flyers. Formless Feint is a great defensive skill, especially when paired with the Provocation Fighter Augment and the Ring of Disfavor. Formless Feint makes you basically unhittable, and if you're drawing all the aggro, it means no one in the party is getting hit while it's active. It does consume stamina while it's active, so you want to make that the Dragonforge improved skill so it can be on more consistently. I do really enjoy the pawn system, but the AI capabilities were oversold. This means no matter how good the raw skills are, the AI could make a mess of them, rendering them much less effective. Because thief attacks are both versatile and quick, the AI handles the thief really well. Contrast this with the warrior, when the AI might be fully charging an attack when the target only has a sliver of health, or a mage not canceling a healing spell if the target used a curative. I'm sure everyone has had plenty of "what the hell are you doing" pawn moments, but this particular clip exemplifies the AI has a long way to go. I was going to check my main pawn's enhancements, and he wasn't even in the vendor list, meaning he wasn't nearby. So I take a look around, and there he is, struggling to get off a ledge he could just jump down from. I had to climb up and grab him to get him down. I concede this doesn't necessarily mean skills are just as bad, but they are. When I had my pawn as a warrior, he didn't use Roar to drag aggro when needed, and was making a lot of suboptimal offensive skill choices, like using Mountain Breaker on mobs. The AI does seem to handle mages pretty well, but it's not near advanced enough to account for factors like amount of curatives in inventory and the current state of a battle. These factors make it really challenging to get everything possible out of most pawn builds. The key with this thief build is simplicity. The beauty about Formless Feint for defense is the skill is turned on and off versus used more frequently, making it less prone to error. Granted, I don't see it activated as often as I would expect, but it does a good job overall. Offensively, as long as it's not using Implicate on bosses, everything is gold. The AI does do a pretty good job climbing bosses and attacking weak points, which the thief does excel at. Overall, I'd say the AI gets about 85% of thief's potential, compared with about 40% from warriors. The last class function to discuss is healing, and no, I'm not talking about the curative specialty. Because drawing aggro with Formless Feint reduces damage taken so much, only a small amount of curatives will provide all the healing that's needed. Consequently, with Plunder equipped, you're pretty much stealing all the curatives you need for healing. You could pair that with the curative specialty, but it's not really needed and can actually negatively impact damage more than it's helping with healing. And now to look at the augments used in this build. As mentioned, there's Provocation to draw aggro from the fighter, Verve from Thief to boost strength and damage output, Metal from Fighter to boost physical defense. There's Thew to carry additional weight, and it's a little bit of a convenience factor, but we're also using the Ring of Brawn, so it does help damage output. There's Ambuscade to help really pound up the damage when we break down and make an enemy vulnerable. Then Intrepidity, and this is really important from the warrior, reducing the cumulative loss when receiving damage. And because we're trying to draw aggro with this thief build, you need that so that you're not losing max HP constantly. For some final notes, Formless Feint is pretty easy to get because you get it along the main quest line. If you don't have it yet and need some extra defense, you can swap it out for Smoke Shroud. You get the improved skill from the Dragon Forged NPC. It costs 20 Worm's Life crystals, and I don't remember if these options are all available on the first run through, but they're definitely available after NG+. I would rank up the classes in this order: Archer to rank 2, Fighter to rank 6, Warrior to rank 9, and then Thief to rank 9. You'll likely want a mage in your party until level 30 to 40, but once you get the higher end gear, you should be able to focus more on damage and use curatives for healing. In NG+, I would seriously consider running all pawns as thieves with plunder. In addition to stealing fairy stones and wakestone shards, you'll also get Worm's Life crystals and other rare upgrade materials. It can make enhancing your gear much easier. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please ask me any questions and share your feedback in comments. And on that note, until next time.